Welcome to Love Bricks. Right, we're talking about Lego events. As you know, I've been doing mine since 2011. Back then, it was about 20 going on in the UK, and now there's 102 that was advertised in 2024. Okay, believe it or not, it was 102. And this is probably mostly because of the two main players I'm going to be talking about in this video, which is national brick events and brick festivals. Okay. And as you know, you Google them, they're everywhere on YouTube. And let's go straight to it. I'm going to cause trouble, and I'm going to probably say things that people are not going to like, so let's just go straight to it. This is to the YouTubers and people that do the vlogs. Why the hell we keep doing videos of that? I know I'm doing it, and you can kick my ass and say, yes, you're doing the same thing. Why are we covering these events all the time? There's nothing changing at these events. You know what you're going to get. They don't need the advertising. Trust me, they're busy enough. They're booked up all the time. Why? I've had YouTubers come to my event, don't film my event, and then go home and film the National Brick or Brick Festival the following week. I've had people go to like smaller events, like Mesa Brick did one in Brighton, and there's other ones, and they don't get any coverage. And you're thinking, why? Why? They're not that bad. They're not bad. People are independently. This was a 13-year-old, 14-year-old boy who was wanting to put a Lego event on, saved up his money, put an event on, and organised it all himself, and only got one vlog, one or two vlogs about it. These people should be celebrated. You know, these are people are loving Lego and decided to put these things on, and all we get is the vloggers doing the same thing, National Brick Event, Brick Festivals. So this is to them. Please think outside the blocks. Maybe you're just doing it because it gets you the hits and the views, and you want to get the views. But there are other events out there that are just as good, just as passionate, even probably better than these big events that you should be covering. Anyway, let's get off that one and let's talk about these main players. What do you expect to get at these main players? Right, you're looking to be about £5 to £15 to get in, maybe a little bit more if you want to get an early bird, which means you get in an hour before everyone else to try and get the deals. You will get to see Lego displays. You will get to do some little competitions and bits and pieces. You'll be able to buy figures and poly bags, and they're normally in a sports hall like this. They normally go for massive sports hall areas, and you'll get this sort of layout. What you will get is 80% of sellers, 20% of displays. Okay, it will be busy, and it's normally busy in the mornings, the first 2-3 hours, because people are crazy enough to think they're going to get a good deal, and they're going to queue up and pay that little bit extra to get in there to try and find the Holy Grail deal. Will you get that Holy Grail deal? I'll be shocked if you did. And if I'm saying I've said this and you think I'm wrong, put it in your comments and you can say that I have found a good deal. But if you think you're going to get a £200 set for £100, you're seriously mistaken. Because if a seller there is selling half price Lego, I guarantee all the other traders will be buying off him and putting it on his store and selling it at a higher price. So there we go. So if you're paying the extra money to get in to get a set that you think is going to be cheaper, go to eBay, go to Bricklink. You're going to get everything cheaper. But if you want a nice day out and see these lovely mocks and speak to very nice, passionate builders, then go. They are very good. You will see some nice displays, some nice builds. The problem is, if you go early, you will not get to see the displays because they foolishly put displayers in between shops. So you'll get a shop, you'll get a display table, then you get a shop, and you get a display. And in the morning, the people are queuing to have a look at the shops, and you can't get to see the displays. You're trying to fight to see displays. They should be putting the displays completely different area than the shops. Normally, they put it right next to each other. Right. Will you see different displays every single time you go? No, you won't. Because of the frequency of the displays, the events, you'll see the same display. These three there, the Benny and this, have been seen loads of times. They do the rounds because there's one following week. There's one following week after that. The builders, the mock builders, don't have time to build different displays because they're doing so many of these events. So if you've been 1 month, you probably see the same displays as the following month. You will also get poly bags and figures. I haven't checked the prices of figures, but I do believe figures are not too bad in prices. You get some nice sets. Will you get a deal on sets? My flat answer is no. You'll get good sellers like Hillian's Bricks. I've done an interview with Hillian's Bricks. Will come on my channel soon. He doesn't put his prices up even if they go up. The legendary Ian Bricks, he will do a good price on there. You've got Duncan will do a good price. You've got Lee at a good price. If you know anyone else, put it in the comments so people know who to go to when you go to these brick events to buy from. But the majority of them aren't as good as what I've just mentioned. They will rip you off. Okay? And yes, you will say, well, people need to make money. Yes, they do. But if you can't buy a Lego set cheap enough to make a good profit at the reasonable price, then don't buy the Lego set. It's the problem with the media saying it's better than gold. You get people just going down to Argos, buying it, and then put it on their store and put it £20 more. And you will get this a lot at these festivals, and you'll get people selling the same sets time and time again. You could walk around 5 or 6 different sellers, and they're all selling the same sort of sets. It's just recently retired. So be aware of that. And I mean, when I talk about prices being overpriced, the sets being overpriced, I will give you examples during this video. And let's say we talk about this set here, £200 they wanted. And I can show you the fully comp prices, around 50, 160. You're looking at £50 more. Okay? And you obviously got to remember you have to pay to go in there as well, and paying parking and paying petrol. So you might as well sit at home and buy it from eBay, haven't you? They are nicely looked after. They're nicely displayed. They are nice sellers. But you will get ripped off or overcharged. £200 they wanted for that set, and it's barely a £100 set. Am I causing trouble? Am I just saying it for the sake of it? No, I'm not. If you pause the video at any time and you can see prices on there, Google the prices, and I guarantee you probably get it cheaper on Bricklink and on eBay. And this is my bugbear about these big places that are doing these events and not keeping an eye. You got people coming in with kids, £200 that set. Christ, you know what I mean? People coming in with kids and kids are crying and running around and wanting to buy sets, and you think, I'll just get them one set, and you think you've bought a deal, and you're not. And I've seen these vloggers after time. There's one that came out today that's saying he bought this, and I looked at it, and it was £18 more than you would have got on eBay. And he's saying, I've got this as a good deal. Don't tell lies, tell it truth. And I'm not saying don't go to these. Please don't quote and say don't go to these. These events are good. If you want to get out, see some Lego, have a good time. But if you want to get cheap Lego, look at that. That's not cheap Lego. Trust me, I'm not just homing in on the expensive sets. Feel free to watch any other person's YouTube video or my video, pause it, get your phone out, go onto eBay or Bricklink and type in that number, click sold prices, and you'll see that I'm not lying. And like I've done with this one here, this set, £35, the sold price recently was around about 25 quid. And you got postage and packaging and all that on top of it. But it's still cheaper than what he's selling it. Again, 45, 50 quid, and he's putting 70 quid on. So don't expect to go to these places and get a good deal. I would never go and pay early birds because I'd rather go on eBay and buy something. Yes, if there is a specific set you've been looking for years and years and years and years, try and get it from these places. But what's been happening recently, that if you do find a set like that you've never seen before and you can't get hold of, you're going to be paying through the nose for it, over the retail prices. Again, used sets aren't really good to get from them because you could be having a bit missing and you can't come back to the same seller and say, excuse me, can I have a refund because you're missing this bit, it's broken, it's sun bleached. At least if you're buying off Bricklink and eBay, you have some sort of comeback. So again, unless you can't find it anywhere else, I would probably suggest to find it on eBay or Bricklink. And I mean, look, this set here, £450 to £500. Guess what this person's asking for? £875. What is going on in the world? And I feel that because of the events got so big, they're not, they don't care. They're just chucking people in there, hiring a hall. You don't get many 80s and 70s sets and 90s sets that you really get hold of. I know you do get them at small events, because I know at my event I have been getting rid of a lot of my stuff from 1999 because I needed space. But most of the sellers, and I have spoken to them before, they're not selling this year because a lot of the sellers are impatient almost. They've been buying in December and selling the same set that retired in December in January, February, March. Rather than put it in the attic and wait 2 years, you will see a lot of tables selling the same things. You can just walk around and try and get the best price. But if you're wanting the best price, go on eBay. Anyway, it always seems that I'm going to be dogging out these big events. I'm not. I just got a little bit in my bonnet when I saw so many YouTubers saying, this is the best thing, this is the best thing, get brilliant Lego, brilliant. We don't like to do negative videos. So we're like, yeah, well, do these videos, but just be honest, people. Just be honest. So anyway, I'm not going to keep going on about it. You probably already clicked off, but please go to these events, have a look around, enjoy the events, enjoy the atmosphere, talk to Lego enthusiasts, but probably don't buy so much. And if you are buying, just make sure, just check your online prices before opening your wallet, because they are going to be possibly 99% of the time overpriced. But you will find the odd a really nice seller, and I think figures are good. The days of these are like my events, unfortunately. The days of my events with stormtroopers and 90 or 80% of the event is displays are gone. I think we've transitioned to people just wants to buy Lego and spend money. I used to put on the events just to celebrate Lego, to build, to show off my builds, my building skills, show off local builders, show what sets were available back in the 80s and 90s that people might not have ever seen before. And I put lights on stuff to just make the kids enjoy it, to get kids involved when they get home, that they've got a set of Lego that they could turn it into a display like that rather than play on the carpet. Those days I think have gone. It's very sad that it has to be the biggest, best builds and the most money you can spend and just to buy love kind of thing, maybe. I don't know. But I just wish the events were back to the way I used to do them. And to celebrate bricks than the building and Lego more than going out to see what you can buy. I don't know. Maybe it's me getting old and cynical. I just wish those days were back. That if I went to a Lego event, you could turn up and have a good time. And yes, I'm look like I'm promoting my own event. I'm not. I'm just saying this is what I expect from an event. Friendliness, nice people, games to play, displays to be seen, rather than just a indoor market car boot. That's what I look at. Anyway, love it, hate it, what I'm saying, I don't know. Everyone's got an opinion, and I just wanted to show you mine for these lovely National Brick events and brick festivals. Go to them, enjoy them. Just know you're going to overpay on a lot of stuff because they are dealers and they are buying it from the shops and just selling it on, or buying it from people and just selling it on. But hopefully you like this video. If you don't, I'm afraid I can't do much about it. It's out now. I think the next one will be probably about car boot sales, and then I'm going to do some different things this year. So hopefully I will be going to some small events and see them and do them as well. My name's Luke Love. I hope you like this video. I'll see you next one. Stay happy, stay positive, and stay honest. Bye.
Give it to them, give it to